a nice problem from Romanian Mathematical Magazine. So integral from 0 to 1, integral from 0 to 1 of log x xy divided by 1 minus xy dx dy. And I chose this problem mainly because in this problem I get to apply exactly the two formulas that I derived in my previous videos. And then it's a really nice application of those two formulas, and so I thought, why not to make this video? And let's proceed. Maybe you should give a try before you see the solution. Okay, the formulas that I gave you in the previous two videos are basically these two. So the first one says that the integral from 0 to 1, integral from 0 to 1, if there are n such integrals, right, n times, the integral of x1 times x2 times x3 up to xn, this is a product of dx1 dx2 up to dxn. This thing is equal to integral from 0 to 1 f of u of negative ln u to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial du. Okay, there's this formula. And also another formula that we derived earlier was integral from 0 to 1 of ln x to the power n by 1 minus ax, and then dx is equal to negative 1 to the power n gamma of n plus 1 by a times ln plus 1 of a. Okay, so these two are the formula that we derived in earlier videos, and in this video we're going to make use of these formulas. Notice the interconnection bit, because here's also this ln x, and in the answer there's also ln u over here. So you can see actually they're interconnected. And let's see how to do this integral. Okay, so we have integral from 0 to 1, integral from 0 to 1 of log x, log xy by 1 minus xy times dx dy, right? So let this integral be I, right? Now here notice that both x and y, both of them run from 0 to 1, 0 to 1, right? So since their domain is symmetry, we can actually interest in the xy and answer will still be the same, right? So if both variables run in the same domain, we can actually interchange them and we have the same answer. So I is also equals to integral from 0 to 1, integral from 0 to 1 of log y, log xy, yx, and 1 minus yx, and again dx dy. So this is true, right? And now, okay, so this is true. What now if I add the two integrals, now there's some sorts of really good thing. If I add those two, what happens is ln of xy by 1 minus xy remains same, and then there will be log x plus log y, right? Again, this can be written as log of xy, right? Now again, since there are two log of xy, this can also be written as now log square xy. So see, this is pretty beautiful, right? And now you can use our first formula, because this is entirely a function of xy, right? A product xy. So that means our n is 2 in this case, and if you use the formula, we get the following. Integral from 0 to 1 for function of y. So our function is ln square u by 1 minus u, right? Function of u. And then negative ln u to the power n is 2 in this case. So 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 factorial du, right? Now this becomes 2i is equals to integral from 0 to 1. This is negative ln u to the power 1 is just negative ln u. So negative ln cube u by 1 factorial. So that's just 1. So 1 minus u du, right? And now, okay, now if I just take this minus out, then this becomes ln cube by 1 minus u du. Now again, this is just in the same form where we can use second formula, right? Now if you use the second formula, this just becomes negative times, okay, so negative 1 by 3, negative 1 to the power 3, gamma of 4 by a is 1, and li 3 plus 1 is 4, a is 1, right? Okay, now we know the property of li function, that li n of 1 is just zeta of n, right? So if we use that, we get 2i is equals to, now this is -1 times -1 is just 1, and then gamma of 4 is 3 factorial, which is 6, and then Li4 of 1 is zeta of 4, and now zeta of 4 is pi to the power 4 by 90, so this is 2i is equals to pi to the power 4 by 15, and then I is equals to pi to the power 4 by 30, and we get the answer. So that's why. Oh damn, okay, actually I wrote the answer wrong over here. This is actually pi to the power 4 by 30. I will definitely change this in the thumbnail, but yeah, over here it is what it is. Okay, I'm sorry for that. So the answer is pi to the power 4 by 30, and I think that's a pretty nice solution. And to summarize it up, first of all, we used the fact that the domain was symmetric, and then we added those two integrals, and then got a form where you can use the first formula, and then again we used the second formula, and we got the answer. Also, we used the fact that ln of 1 is zeta of n. So that was it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the integral. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos too.